big, and we're looking for the best trucks we can find. Function indeed does follow form. Finally, one guys! Whether you're into lifted, tricked-out show trucks or furious functional family rig. We started our search at the California Truck Jam because we knew that the biggest and the baddest trucks in the Southwest were going to be in town. And we found just the guy to tell us all about the event in front of one of the biggest trucks on the grounds.
Well, I'm standing here with the very tall Pierre Hoffman, who's the president of the California Truck Jam. So, Pierre, tell me, what exactly does Jamboree or Truck Jam entail?
Well, as you can see, a lot of trucks and definitely a lot of people. They all come out here and they compete and they kind of love the sport. A lot of these guys have been into it for many, many years, and some are just getting into it. And in the last couple of years, the truck industry has grown.
So tell me about the different kind of trucks we're going to see today.
You got this lifted truck right here. You got the lowered trucks. You got the cars with the vertical doors on it. You got everything here. Vintage, your old school. You got the big tires. You got the small tires. Closed bed, open bed. And so as you can see, we bring it in and make it happen, try to get the events going. You get the air hop contest, you get the burnout contest, you get the monster truck crushing cars, and then you got these hot rides everywhere. The name of the game is, these guys come out here, they build their trucks, they love to show them off, they love to impress people. We're really rocking and rolling and making this thing happen.
With over 700 trucks on the grounds, there were plenty of impressive trucks out there, but our mission is big trucks. BTW Performance's entry was one of the first to catch our eye, and believe it or not, they built it for a customer as their daily driver.
I'm here with Jay, who has one of the coolest trucks here. This thing's on fire. What is it?
It's a 2004 F-250 Harley-Davidson edition. It's lifted 22 inches.
Does this give you trouble with the police or what?
It doesn't give us any trouble at all. It's legal frame height. We did modifications on it to have the frame lowered to legal limit. These are chrome dual reservoir king shocks. Has dual ram assist steering to make the steering good, makes the drive a lot better, makes the steering wheel, the steering wheel can turn with one finger. All the aftermarket parts have been either chromed or powder coated. These wheels are Lexani wheels, and we do a lot of Lexani wheels. They're 22s, and they look great.
From Fired Eyes, BTW also makes vehicles strictly for show with this 2002 F-250 V10.
This, we just wanted to build something that looked great for the shows, but that could function, that we could take off-road and beat up and jump and everything still work right. I tore down the frame, did the whole stereo system, and then we built all the suspension. We do all that in-house. Everyone does the fire, so I just want to do the complete opposite and just do the ice. It definitely gets up and goes. If it won't climb a hill, it'll tear it down. It's difficult to do, to be functional, to get something this big and be able to take it off-road and actually jump it and be able to drive it home when we need it to. A lot of people can't build something like this. This is his future.
The future is bright if you're into big trucks, and the Ford family seems to be a crowd favorite. The Ford F-350 already has plenty of bells and whistles, but that doesn't stop owners from taking it to the next level. Joe Provenzano brought out the ever-popular 2005 Harley-Davidson F-350 4x4 diesel with paint and body work from L&G Auto Body and a FabTech 4.0 Dirt Logic suspension kit.
How about the tires? What kind of tires
Tires
you
are
got on?
Toyo. They're 20-inch Toyo tires. Bosey Forge did the wheels and the handles. I was pretty impressed with the way they did the handles. The blue anodized really accented the paint and the accents on the vehicle. It's an 8-inch FabTech lift. Even with the big lift and the big tires, really quiet inside. Ford really put together the truck really well. Really twist these tires when I need them to. Kind of towed the trucks that I pulled behind me today pretty well.
So what kind of looks do you get in this truck?
You know, it's kind of neat because from the age of 5 to 50, I get the same response. We were trying to build something that wasn't over the top. We were trying to build something that was just an everyday driver.
So this is your everyday driver?
This is my everyday driver. This is what I use on a daily basis.
The F-Series Fords are the big truck of choice for a few, but Mike Gilmore has a lot going on with his Chevy Avalanche.
Since I bought it, I've been putting a little work into it. Got coach on my wheels, coach interior, hydraulic system, air ride system makes the car go up and down, front and back, side to side. 7 TVs.
7 TVs?
7 TVs.
Why not 8? How'd you come up with the coach interior?
I like coach. I really wanted Dooney and Burke. You know, Coach was the next best thing compared to Gucci and Louis Vuitton.
So what's your favorite thing about the truck?
The hydraulics. That turns more heads than anything about the truck.
All right, are you gonna do the honors here? Let's check out these hydraulics. Woohoo! Whoa! Should've totally put my seatbelt on.
All of them.
Whoa! Pretty cool. Well, the California Truck JAMboree certainly didn't disappoint. We checked out some of the best new trends for big trucks in Southern California. Coming up on Truck Stop, we're going to check out a company that's been making trucks bigger for over 35 years.
Welcome back to Truck Stop. Elton Company has been designing and building extended cabs for 37 years. As a matter of fact, until the early 90s, you would not have seen an extended cab on a production truck. That's when the big three started offering them as an option, and now they're as commonplace as apple pie. Elton has come up with the next big truck trend, extra extended cabs. You want 6 doors? How about 8?
It's exciting because we're probably like one of the few companies that can do this and supply this. And whatever they want, we can add doors, add panels. We can add a 6-door, 8-door, an extension. Can you raise my roof? I got guys calling me, they're 6'6", 7 foot tall. Entertainment, Xbox, Nintendo for their kids. So it's an air ride cab, which no one else is doing on these 650s. We do a fair amount of promotional vehicles, daily drivers up to a work truck to basically Las Vegas on wheels. Anything you basically see in an aftermarket world we can install in a truck. Our customer service is what we're really after. It's anywhere from NFL, NBA players, private individuals, Hollywood stars, big corporations, down to an everyday consumer. These trucks are pretty much ride like a Cadillac when we're done with them.
Answering the call for specialty vehicles is all well and good, but getting the finished product takes a little work.
We just received this F650 crew cab. We're in a process right now of tearing out the interior so we can start cab modification into a 6-door. Before we can even do anything, cutting, welding, grinding, we have to remove the whole interior, the glass, wiring, protect everything, and set the stuff aside so we can do the welding and grinding on this. After the interior is removed, this is what we call their build-up area here. Where you can see we're welding the floor back together once we basically cut it apart. The existing cab, which used to be affixed right here, is now moved to the back. Then we add a pillar post in here, hang our doors. Now we're aligning our doors right now. The body lines all have to line up from front to back. Roof panels are also welded, also like you've seen on the floor here. After we're completed at the building stage of the truck, it comes over this area, which is a metal finish area, we call it, where we'll be taking the OEM headlights out, installing these aftermarket headlights. You see we have to cut the fender back, shape it to fit the new headlights we bought for this vehicle. The metal finishing area is by far the most critical area of the whole build of the truck. So whatever we do here, you're going to see after it's painted. We put the shaved door kits in, Basically, when we're done, it's run off remote, your keyless remote. Be able to pop the doors open, standing beside it. Right down to where the fenders, our custom-made fenders we do. When we get done, everything, all the body lines have to match. Even the roof line's pretty important too. After we're finishing our metal finish area, we come to our paint room. And this is where we paint all of our trucks, pieces and components for all the trucks we put out the door. This is our last stop after paint. This is our assembly area. We'll take the whole truck, build the truck complete for the end user. Exterior-wise, we have all types of lighting. Exterior on the roof, that's kind of our trademark of our lights we put on along with our fenders. We actually have a kind of a hidden handle on our fenders right here. Open and close this door. And you also notice this was a 4-door F650 when we started. We added a 3rd door and also a 4th door. This truck here has a 6-bag air ride suspension with adjustable shocks, so you can adjust it for heavier or softer loads. So let's take a look inside. Here, part of our final build on our interior, you'll see the wiring and stuff we have to lay out here for our LED, fiber optic, backlighting, all types of lighting we can put into these vehicles. Subs, amps, TV monitors. Another option here is this flat floor we offer. It gives you an additional 3 to 4 inches more headroom. Spend a lot of time insulating, sound deadening the panels, the roof panels, the side panels. But we'll test everything, install it, and he's ready to go.
From start to finish, the whole process takes Nick and his crew over 3 weeks. With their extra extended cabs, it looks like Elton Trucks has found and maintained their niche in the big trucks market. Up next, a truck builder who specializes in heavy trucks that you can buy right off the showroom floor.
Welcome back to Truck Stop. Now, we know the biggest, toughest trucks out there are purpose-built to do all the hard work, such as firefighting, snow plowing, dumping gravel, and hauling heavy loads. But did you know commercial builders such as Monroe Trucking Equipment are coming out with production models for people who want a hard-working truck of their own to work hard and play even harder? This is Kenny Frere's Monroe Kodiak, which is perfect for Kenny's needs. A little bit of work and a whole lot of play. Hey Kenny, how you doing?
Hi Rebecca, how are you?
Excellent, thanks. So how big is this truck and why do you need such a big truck?
Well, the truck's 22 feet long, over 11,000 pounds, and over 8 feet tall. We needed to pull a huge 42-foot Weekend Warrior trailer and a huge and even larger 180-pound dog. Stock on the truck was the Alcoa wheels, air rear suspension, air cab seat, carbon fiber interior. I've had the truck for about 6 months now. I've put an air filter on it, a rolling big power exhaust system, 4-inch exhaust. Also put an XM radio, navigation system, Clarion TV, Alpine DVD player, and some gas tank covers, auxiliary gas tank. I've done an excellent paint job, as you can see from Santini Paints. That's pretty much it.
So tell us a little bit about those front murals that you have.
We decided to spray some dragons on the inside of the bumper on the driver's side and passenger side. On the driver's side, it's a female dragon representing the person that drives the truck the most, which is my wife.
Well, you said she was the one that pointed it out in the first place.
How do you think I got to buy the truck? Under the hood's a 6.6 liter Duramax diesel with 300 horsepower and 605 foot-pounds of torque. Driving down the road as just a daily driver, it's nice to have that extra power, but most importantly, when we're pulling our 42-foot trailer, it seems to go down the road a lot better. The Weekend Warrior trailer, fully loaded, is between 14 and 15,000 pounds.
What do you put in the Weekend Warrior?
We have a Polaris Ranger 6x6 and a Honda Quad.
Do you think maybe I could go for a ride one of these times?
As a matter of fact, my wife's getting ready to go drive to the store right now. And you can ride with her and see how it rides on the street. And later on, I'll take you off-road.
Hey, Sheila.
Hi, Rebecca.
Thanks for the lift.
You're
We're going to show these boys how it's done or what? So what are some of the benefits of driving a truck this big?
I feel very safe, and I feel that my family's very safe driving in it. We had a Chevy 1-ton dually. This turns a lot sharper. I could make a U-turn, you know, in the middle of the street, and with the dually was like a 3-point turnabout.
So you drive this as your daily driver. What's it like to drive this every day?
Very exciting. I have a lot of fun in it.
What kind of looks do you get?
A lot of good looks. Actually, had people hanging out the window, taking pictures with their camera phone and all kinds of neat stuff.
I'm impressed.
What do you think of it?
I liked it.
So how much weight can the bed of the truck carry?
The max is 5,500.
So that's about what, about 30 Rottweilers?
Yeah, about 30 of our Rotts, yeah.
What other kind of fun things are in here? You have the DVD player.
DVD player, the back seat lays flat to a bed.
Really?
Which is wonderful if you want to watch TV. And we also have backup camera. You know, if I look back, I don't see. And with the backup camera, I can see all the way to the ground. I love being high up. You see over everything. I love it.
This 2005 Chevy Kodiak, upfitted by Monroe Truck Equipment, can easily handle the trips to the grocery store, but it's just as smooth off-road, too.
Well, Kenny, earlier with Sheila, the ride was pretty smooth, but now we're going off-road. How's it going to be?
Well, it's going to be a little bumpy and a little wild and a little dusty, and you better hold on to the seat of your pants.
The suspension to this, any modifications
None of
to
it's
make
been
it
done
off-road
yet.
ready?
No. The air suspension is what Monroe did, which really works well with the off-roading. The front end's really rough, so for something to burn down the road right now, it would just rack us big time. But with the airbags, the air suspension I'm going to put on it, it's going to be so nice. It's going to go down a road and have suspension to it. Kind of like an off-road buggy.
What will the terrain be like that we're going to go on today?
We're going to go right on this side of the rock area, and see that knoll up there? We're going to go around and
No way!
go up to the end of that knoll.
We're going to go
over
up
there.
here.
Yeah, we're going to go up over there.
Oh. What a great day. Now, Monroe claims this Kodiak is the perfect pickup for those who work hard and play even harder. And if the Frere's enthusiasm is any indication, I bet we'll be seeing a lot more of these on the road. Stick around, because coming up next on Truck Stop, we're going to go even bigger. back to Truck Stop. Now, we've been checking out a lot of big trucks on today's show and got me thinking, I wouldn't mind having one of my own. International Trucks claims that their CXT is the largest production pickup truck on the market. So I'm going to go check one out, see if it's the right one for me. Oh, wow. This is big. Wow.
Hello, my name's Tony.
Hey, Tony, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you, Rebecca.
So I'm looking for a really big truck, and I'm thinking that the CXT might fit the bill. How big is this exactly?
Well, the CXT is the largest production pickup truck in the world. It's 9 feet tall, has a gross vehicle weight of 25,999 pounds, and the nice thing about it is you can drive it with a regular driver's license.
Perfect.
Payload capacity is 12,000 pounds. It has a 9,000 pound hitch, which means you can tow 9,000 pounds with it. You could actually tow a couple of Hummers around if you want to.
What are people using this for?
They use them to drive around and be the envy of everybody in the neighborhood. It's built for construction, but it has the features that people like to drive on down the road with.
That's what I like it for. These are some big tires.
This is a polished aluminum 22.5-inch wheel with 11R 22.5 Michelin tires.
Now, Tony, I know this truck is high, but are these oxygen tanks or what?
This truck has air brakes. These are your air tanks that hold a reservoir for your air brakes. 13 tons of braking power that you have with this truck.
So these are easy steps?
Easy steps to get in.
Wow, this is some dually.
Yeah, you have two 11R 22.5 tires in the rear. Gives you added traction when you're going off-road. This is the bumper I was mentioning to you with 9,000 pounds of payload. The exciting thing about this is this bed actually tilts. You can actually use this as a dump truck.
Whoa, Tony, look at the size of this gas tank. Obviously not a hybrid.
No, this is an 80-gallon diesel fuel tank. The nice thing about this is you don't have to fill up all the time.
Exactly. So I'm into power tone. You got to show me what's under the hood.
Well, let's pop the hood. This is a DT466, 7.6-liter diesel engine. This particular engine's 300 horses. This has 860 pounds-foot of torque. The transmission is an Allison 3000 transmission. That is a heavy-duty transmission that was developed for trucks with gross vehicle weight ratings of 80,000 pounds. You also have a 17,000-pound rear axle and a 16,000-pound air ride. Not only do they have air ride suspension, you also have an air ride cab, which is going to give you a ride like an automobile.
Oh, that sounds great. Let's go check it out. Wow, Tony, this is like you're on the top of the world.
You're looking down on everybody up here.
So this is definitely luxurious. This leather's gorgeous.
Yeah, leather seats, adjustable in 4 or 5 different directions. The walnut grain interior, a navigator with the CD player. You have a camera in the back to make sure that you're not going to hit anything. Transmission is a push-button transmission.
Oh, this is great.
The four-wheel drive is a automatic. It's just automatic.
There's nothing here to shift.
Drive.
It's just
push the button.
Push the button and you're done. Well, this seems very comfortable, but I'm interested in the ride. I mean, how comfortable is the ride?
Oh, the ride's very comfortable. This truck will ride just like a car.
All right, well, let's see if I can handle it. Let's check the brakes now, Tone.
Okay.
Whoa. Because the air brakes, I'm not used to that. Should we go to drive-through Starbucks, Tone?
Well, I don't think we're going to make it through a drive-through with this.
I want to feel the power. I want to feel the torque, Tony.
That's it.
Well, it's comfortable so far. I think it's a smooth ride, and I feel very safe. I think if we got any kind of an accident, we'd come out unscathed. Okay, this guy is testing me because I could crush him.
You can look eye to eye to the truck driver now.
I can't believe how easy this is to handle. Wow, look at how this maneuvers. This is great. This handles well. All right, and we made it to the end.
We made it to the end.
Perfect.
This 300 horsepower International CXT is by far the biggest truck we've seen on today's show by virtue of its origins in commercial trucking. The Monroe ran a very close second. But if it's cab space you're looking for, then I'd have to say Elton takes the prize. And now more than ever, the passion is great for big custom trucks like those at the California Truck Jam.
Wow, what a great ride for such a big truck. Now, they say nice things come in small packages, but when it comes to trucks, I have to say, bigger is much, much better. I'm Rebecca Grant for Truck Stop, and I'll see you next time. Until then, keep on trucking.